Hi everyone, I'm Ganga Ganapathi and I head marketing for Epsilon at the Publicis Group across APAC, Middle East, and Europe. I'm here along with my friends Saurabh Agrawal, who is head of analytics and CRM at Lenskart, and Shinjini Bhattacharyya, who is senior manager analytics at Accenture. Today, we launch the Marketing and Customer Experience SIG as part of the three AI signature forums. This special interest group is for business practitioners in marketing and customer experience, as well as analytics experts who work in these areas. Now, for everyone who touches these two areas, you will recognize the crossroads that the industry is at today. People are more aware and more demanding than ever before. And successful businesses recognize that they need to provide as much value to their customers as they want to derive for their own business. Without this balance, the business will not succeed. Number two, trust is the new gold. And the only way to build trust is by understanding and connecting with customers, one on one, at scale. With the imminent deprecation of third party cookies, first party data has gained immense importance. And businesses who have learned how to mine first party data for insights and activate it without any compromises on privacy are the ones who are leading the way into the future. Third and lastly, this is something that veterans in this space will be very familiar with, the importance of measurement. Analytics teams have long been stood up to measure, validate, or help course correct business decisions. And the importance of measurement and optimization is really big today, bigger than probably ever before, except that it now can also happen in real time with automated decision making that optimizes resources, talent, and budgets alike. CEOs want to be able to unlock growth. CMOs are under more pressure than ever before to deliver revenue impact. One way to ensure that their decisions are backed by well informed insights, and they want their decisions to be validated by the results that they deliver. Given this environment, we believe that the marketing and customer experience SIG is more important and interesting than ever before, and we hope to be looking at two broad perspectives. First, how can marketing and CX practitioners, that is, people on the business side, use analytics and AI to solve challenges that unlock growth? This may be either via human intervention or with all the possibilities that platforms offer up today. Second, how can analytics and AI practitioners stay close to the business and the customer context and ensure that they design solutions for short and long term business impact? In either case, the goal is to help businesses gain a wider worldview and be inspired to use the insights that will help them operate and succeed at scale. So, whether the expectation from you as the audience is to deliver personalization, to drive acquisition, to ensure retention, to predict churn, to identify advocates, or to win back customers who are at risk or are already lost, I think we will have something for each one of you. So sit back and listen as Saurabh pulls on his business hat and shares a framework to look at this universe of marketing and customer experience and identify broadly what data driven strategies can and must do for us.
Thank you very much, Ganga. I'm quite excited to be part of this SIG. Uh, I come from a practitioner's view, and I've spent a lot of time working in the area of marketing analytics and doing a lot of CRM campaigns throughout my career. So my passion is to use data-driven marketing, and cannot be more excited right now with the use of digital driven marketing today. Uh, as per latest CEO marketing spend report, what we have seen is over the last few years, the spend in digital marketing has moved from about 10-20% to almost like 50% plus, and the pie is changing very rapidly. Earlier, channels like TV, print were used while they were measurable, but the attribution to the marketing impact and the sales was very less. With the use of Google, Facebook, OTT, and all the channels, the ability for marketers to provide the CEO the impact and give them more confidence into how is marketing shaping to drive business growth is more critical today. Now, one question which everyone must be thinking, that this SIG has been formed with customer experience and marketing together. Now, why is it so? Uh, with marketing happening in the digital world, while the companies want to talk about the best things about the product, if you look at whatever happens on a Twitter post or from a Instagram post, customers talk about their experience. And while most of them might be experience which is related to poor customer service, this has been turned into a positive way with the use of a lot of influencer marketing, where companies are leveraging influencers to talk about the positive customer experience on the product, and that gives us a more word of mouth. So these two things are now hip and neck tied, and not very much separable. So we thought that we will bring these two things together in this SIG. And also the channels where the marketing and CX are talking about are very much similar. When we think about a marketing framework, which Ganga was referring to, the objectives of marketing are in four ways. One is about brand awareness, where the company wants to talk about how good the brand is and what the purpose and they stand for. The second is to drive customer acquisition. Third is to people who have already purchased, to drive retention from them. And then the third is to drive customer advocacy, which is about the experience part. While we look at the channel grid, we have the traditional channels of TV and print, which are graduating towards more of the blogs and the other side. Then coming on to the Google and Facebooks of the world through performance marketing. Then through customer marketing channels, mostly WhatsApp, push notifications, SMS, email, and then comes the social media. Now, looking at this crossroads of this 4 by 4 matrix, we have deep applications of analytics in every corner of the 16 boxes. Through this SIG, what we intend to cover is to unlock deeper use cases across all of this journey, and both from a practitioner's perspective and from a data science and AI perspective. At this point, I would like to invite my dear friend Shinjini to talk about, through her experience, how she sees a deeper analytics use case, and also give us what's coming up in this SIG later in the coming months.
Sure. Thanks, Saurabh and Ganga. So, see, I will bring in the flavor of how I have seen the analytics industry evolve over time, right? So, there was a time when we were using data analysis, basic algorithms. We were mostly concentrating on creating reports in the market area to measure performance of various kinds of marketing activities. And then we have moved over time, to address every action or every decision we make in the marketing area, and we want to support them with data driven strategies, right? It could be analytics, and now we have evolved into the space of AI, and we want to use all of the technology that is available to us, whether it's cloud platforms, big data platforms that are available to us, newer algorithms that are coming to us, to be able to leverage them and come up with more insights that are going to help us in taking these decisions. So I will take up one example, like for example personalization, and Ganga touched upon it, that personalization is one very important area that all marketers are looking to do today. Like as much personalization as you can do can drive conversion, can drive better customer experience, right? So if I look at what was happening 10 years back in the day, we were using mostly, most of the companies, we were using, say, algorithms like market basket analysis. If you're an analytics practitioner, you would know that using some of the standard analytics tools at that time, you could use an IBM SPSS, you could use a SAS 10, 15 years back, and you could do a market basket analysis, which would give you some statistical matrix, and it will tell you that with product A, people are usually buying product B, right? So using those, you would rank the bundles, you would suggest the marketing teams, you can bundle these products together and sell. Then you'd have a separate analysis on what kind of price would work out for this bundle, right? Then you would have a separate analysis to do some A/B testing and analyze the results, and you would say that, okay, this kind of a creative might be good for the customers, right, to improve the conversion. But fast forward to 2023, if you see, firstly, there's a lot more data that we can avail at a customer level today. The past transaction data of the customer, the campaign disposition data of the customer, the third party data of the customer. So if you're trying to sell, for example, an auto loan, right, if you are a bank, right, so you can also source data about what model of car that the person is using, when was that car bought. So we know the shelf life would be 3 years to 5 years maybe. So the person might be looking at buying a car. So there's a lot that you can do using all the third party data that is being provided. You can marry that with all the first party data that you have about this customer if it's an existing customer, right? And therefore you can build AI/ML models that will come together and tell you, give an answer to all of this. What is the next product that the customer is really looking for? What is the probability with which you can say that this person will be looking for a car loan and not a personal loan, right? Then if he's looking for that, then what would be the best channel through which we can connect? What will be the best time of the day that we can connect with this customer? And even the creative, right? In the area of creative optimization, AI/ML algorithms can exactly tell you that what kind of a creative really works. If you really move about the pictures or you change the fonts, etc., there are various factors, that will be considered as signals into a model about the creative, and then you can get those features of the creative which are most significant in impacting a customer's response, right? So those kind of models are in the market today that people are using, right? We have the likes of Amazon and Walmart, and they're already using all of this. They have invested so much, that a lot of new algorithms have come up, and we know which kind of algorithms would work best now, right? A lot of research has been done even by various universities as well, which are getting implemented in the industry now. And we are seeing that, okay, fine, I mean, there's a lot that you can do. You do not need to box yourself to a market basket analysis, right? The good thing is the insights that you get today are far more rich, far more personalized, far more differentiated, across the customer. So what you would sell to Ganga, to Saurabh, to Shinjini, you can differentiate very much instead of boxing them into one, segment, saying that all of them are working, in the customer marketing area and they have, the similar likes, etc. There are some similarities in this diaspora, but the differentiation among people are becoming even more. You can get it even more out of these algorithms, right? So we want to deep dive, take up more use cases. We want to discuss those things with you. We are planning for some blogs as well, some roundtable sessions where we can interact with you, hear from you some business problems, etc., and we can discuss those. So, what we plan to do is over the next few coming weeks, we will be communicating more to you, publishing more content with you, and we'd like to hear back from you, your thoughts and feedback as well.